and you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just remember, we're not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
Except for the part where we refuse to make entire riddle room.
And who wants to come up with that many riddles? That's just torture.
No, but I did have fun with that episode.
I like riddles. I like finding them and not having to make them.
Well, that's the hard part.
I know.
Anyways, let's just find out what we're doing this time. Got dice?
I got them. I got 25.
25.
Finally rolling below a 30.
I know, right? Okay. Cobolium ore needed.
Oh no.
A local blacksmith needs so it's Koboliam. Cobolium ore.
Sounds like an ore made out of kobolds.
Oh, it's like oil for like carbon like creatures.
Ew.
Maybe, I don't know. A local blacksmith needs cobolium ore, which is only found in myriad caves to the north. Once a kobold stronghold, this abandoned cave is full of traps and possibly other dangers. We'll pay top gold for each block of ore.
Okay.
Okay, this sounds like a very simple quest.
I know, it's just like, hey, insert random dungeon here.
Yeah, but we need to put our own twist on it.
Okay, so what if the caves are still inhabited, but people think they aren't?
And it's like a haggling kind of thing.
Haggling or kill everything, which is usually pretty easy to do for some parties. Okay, so blacksmith needs unobtainium, essentially.
Yeah,
And
basically. Unique ore that no one's ever heard of.
Unique ore that only exists in this one place, and you gotta go there and get it. So then it becomes, okay, how far away is it?
All it says is it's found in the myriad caves to the north.
I think myriad is a description.
Yes, it's a type of caves or something like that.
It's a word I'm not as familiar with. The internet tells me things. A countless or extremely great number. Okay, so that means there is a lot of caves.
Okay.
So it's like a mountain riddled with caves.
I'm just trying to think of a possible twist.
What made the caves? Are the caves a natural formation, or were they created by something else?
Isn't kobolds natural diggers and they create caves and they live underground?
Do they?
I believe they have light sensitivity.
Well, I think I remember that, yeah.
So that means that they're naturally underground.
Naturally. Small humanoid creatures.
Maybe that there's a special property about the cobolium. No, cobolium ore.
Cobolium.
I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. Maybe there's some special property about it. And let's say like maybe the stronghold, or like if there are still kobolds there, kobold, if they're still there, maybe they're equipped with like have this special something.
Oh, like they've got weapons stuff made out of it?
Yeah, or maybe it's like this is like a secluded advanced race or like intellectual like order of kobolds that is like we're the protectors, blah 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 kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Kobold Wakanda?
Sort of.
I'm okay with that.
Where it's basically like this ore is too great and too powerful. Maybe this blacksmith was just like wants to test out and heard rumors or like this is a fantasy story kind of thing,
Right.
you know? It's like no one's actually no one's actually
Cobolium.
had this, but there's rumor of that, but no one whoever ventures into those cave system, they get lost or they get killed and no one returns kind of thing. So it becomes a legend.
Right. And
so,
everyone thinks the kobolds are gone because they haven't been seen in a while.
Also, kobolds are viewed as very weak creatures.
Right. They're like level 1.
Yeah, if a venture's going down there and they're not returning, then clearly kobolds who used to live there aren't there anymore. Something stronger and more menacing moved in.
So here's a thought. What if those kobolds were originally trading with that blacksmith, like him only though, he managed to befriend them, and suddenly the deliveries stopped and he's worried about them. So you go to check in on the kobolds and see why the cobolium has stopped, but you find the caves empty. You start investigating and finding destroyed homes and like, cities that were built down there, but everything has been destroyed. Everything is like ruined. And eventually you do find some kobold that are hiding out, kind of like they're just trying to stay safe, stay alive. And you find out something has decided to make this cave system their home and has been just killing off all the kobolds or using them for food.
An ancient red dragon.
I was thinking purple worm, but something along those lines, yeah.
A Tarask.
Yeah, let's avoid that or non-friend.
A land kraken.
But something, big and scary. Maybe not necessarily like party wipe ability, but something like that could be. If you have a stronger party, they're like, "Oh, great, and we just gotta go squash a few kobolds." No, there's something else.
Well, the post kind of implies that it's like once the kobold stronghold, this abandoned caves is full of traps and possibly other dangers. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
implying that it's like they
Forgot about
believe
that part.
that there is none. The local blacksmith. It doesn't sound like the local blacksmith already has the dealings, or he wants to.
Good part. Point. I
But
forgot about that part.
but he could just phrase it like that because he doesn't want everyone else knows that he gets his stash from there in the first place.
True. Yeah, he wants people to think that
Is like
he
he
just
doesn't want
obtained it through bravery and such.
no, he just doesn't want to disclose his supplier. And he just
Okay.
sells it
Okay.
as like high quality regular iron kind of
But
thing.
if he's sending in adventurers, their usual response is kill the kobolds.
No, that's when he pulls them in. He's like, hey, this is the real thing.
Gotcha. Okay. It's like, hey, can I trust you guys with something here?
Just between you and me.
Yeah.
Which is you should never do for adventurers because they're one of the
Yeah.
least trustworthy people.
They really are.
Do you want to go that approach?
Yeah, I think I do.
Wait, stay underground. Uh, I'm a strong, independent woman.
Hey, I am. Deal with it. Except I'm not that independent. I depend on my husband.
We're a social creature.
Yeah.
So what is the blacksmith's name?
I was trying to look that up. Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
That
Sorry, I
sounds
just
like a
got you that one.
character from some other game. I can't think of what it is right now. It
Oh,
sounds
it's
very
kind of a
familiar.
common name. Yeah, he'll be Cyrus Smith.
But I feel like it's from like a Square Enix kind of game. It's giving that vibes.
Oh yeah, no, there's a Cyrus in Square Enix.
I,
Cyrus is a normal name, by the way. It's not just a Squeenix name.
yeah, but that's where I'm pulling like I feel
Fine.
like I know a character. I'm not bashing on it.
Let's just call him Ruben then.
No, I'm fine with Cyrus.
Okay, fine. Cyrus it is. Cyrus Smith.
It's just annoying me that it's like I'm getting something on the tip of my tongue. Like there's a character I just can't think of it, and that's what's annoying me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
When
I
you
know.
can't pull the information you want.
Yeah, his name is Cyrus Aldeborn or Finbaza.
Okay, I won't make fun of the first name, but Aldeborn I'll make fun of.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no,
That was it.
there is a Cyrus in Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
There's like two different ones though.
Which Final Fantasy?
XIV. Which one is that? 14?
That's why I played
Yeah.
Realm Reborn. Okay.
There you go. That's why.
Thank you for doing that for me.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Final Fantasy 14. Anyways, Cyrus will give you the quest, say, hey, I know it's this thing, but I know that there's kobolds down there. I've been dealing with them, but then things kind of got cut off and I don't know what happened. So you're kind of doing a wellness check, but I don't want people to know that this is where I'm getting my ore from.
Right. But the traps are probably still set. Even though things have been destroyed, there's probably still traps in place.
Yes, but once you reach them, and if they're fine or anything like that, and then he'll probably give them something that's like, hey, I'm from Cyrus.
Right, like a note or something written in their language, maybe?
Yeah, maybe like something that they used in the beginning for like when kobolds would be coming in for his shipment, that he knows that those kobolds are from them.
Right.
You know, that kind of
Like
thing.
a sigil?
Yeah, like a sigil.
All right. He'll probably like have it on a necklace or something. He'll like pull it off and hand it to them. Be like, all right, show them this. They'll know you're with me.
Yeah, and so they will go. Maybe lots of random just side encounters. Maybe they get lost in the cave system and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, if it's the type of caves that I looked up, like Myriad, that means there's a lot of them. There's just so many.
Yeah. So that could easily be just a wandering around. That's part of the defenses, and it'll be sprinkled in just random traps at random
Oh yeah,
locations.
like random traps. Some of them may not even seem like a trap. Some of them might just be, oh no, a rock has fallen. What now? Type of things.
I was thinking, like, when you said that, I was thinking like Indiana Jones kind of rock, but no.
Oh, that sounds like more fun. That can happen too.
A lot more deadly, though.
There could also be a moment of, haha, wrong cave. Oh no, there's a bear in that one.
An owlbear in that one.
No, no, just a bear.
Oh my god, is that manticore? Oh god.
Nope, no, just a bear. Sorry, I'm
Fine.
going off of Avatar Last Airbender here. It's like, oh, is that a platypus bear? No, it's just a bear. Something or other type of animal mixed with a bear? No, it's just a bear.
I'm trying to remember where that's from, like what season that's from.
Bosco the bear, he's in the Earth Kingdom. He's the pet of the Earth King.
Okay, I
And
think I remember what he looks like now. Okay.
yeah, one of the Earth Kingdoms.
So,
The Bossing Say.
well, the only good one. Uh,
What? No, there's another one with Boomy as the king.
I thought Boomy was the king of Boxing Side.
No, Boomy is the king of the other one. Earth Kingdom is huge, so or Earth peoples. All right, back to the internet for me.
We're so off track.
I know I'm looking up King of Omashu.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
because yeah, everything is good in Ba Sing Se. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. That king doesn't know about the war.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
But
and I
is
like
there
Bosco.
still a destroyed cabbage cart in Boxing Say?
Yes, that happens there.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All is right in the world.
Yeah. I think that is actually as they were trying to get into Ba Sing Se, it happens right at the front gate. They're like, hey, these cabbages can't come in here, and just vaulted over the side of the bridge. And he's like, my cabbages!
Yes, that's always the joke. Okay, back on the
Yep.
train car.
But no. Okay.
Back on the train car.
Okay.
So they make their way through this maze of tunnels and all that stuff. Lots of
Right.
random encounters, blah blah blah. And
Maybe
they
maybe
encounter,
while mining was it cobolium,
yeah,
they
Cobolium.
unleashed something. They dug too deep.
And what are we gonna do? What is it gonna do?
Uh well, my brain just went straight to the one from Lord of the Rings that the
Oh,
dwarves found.
okay. This has to be in the set in the D&D world, but what happens if they open up a passageway to the Underdark?
Ooh, yeah.
And then it'll be
Something
like
nasty comes out of there.
horrific Underdark creatures are the ones that attack. The only one that
Yeah.
I know that's famous is a Displacer Beast.
Yeah, I saw a really cute one. Well, not saw, but we met a really cute one in a campaign once.
I apparently was not a part of that one.
Nope.
That was before
It
my
was it was
time.
a baby. It was a baby displacer beast.
But those things are awesome slash terrifying.
They are, yes. So just horrors beyond belief are pouring out of this chasm.
I think there's also like, was it like a roper or a blabbering mouth or something like that? Those are
Uh
awful.
Gibbering Mouther?
Yes, that one. I think that's located in the Underdark.
One of my other campaigns, we just had to fight one of those. Not fun.
Oh no, they're not. I think I remember reading those stat blocks.
It makes me wish I had the spell silence, but I didn't.
Is there like a bigger creature to be? Or what? Well, okay, what if?
I mean, there's the Demogorgon.
Ooh, okay, we could do the
Saw that one
Demigorgon,
when I played Out of the Abyss.
and this is the actual D&D Demigorgons, not
Uh-huh.
Stranger Things. Or do we want to say that when they opened it up, that's when like a civilization of Drow elves, dark
How about
elves,
Dwergar?
or Dwargar basically take over the fortress, and so you
Oh, they
have to.
start.
Then the party has to save the prisoner kobolds
Mm-hmm.
and take
They've
over the
started taking them
fortress.
as slaves.
Yeah, this could be a very long side quest.
I mean, yeah, this could almost lead directly into Out of the Abyss, like the module that Wizards of the Coast made.
Never played it,
Because
never looked over it.
at the very beginning of it, you are captured and put into slavery.
That sucks.
It really does. Yeah, you get everything taken away from you. It's
That's what
kind of rough.
there's 4 kobolds during this side quest that they're experiencing the exact beginning to Into the Abyss.
Out of the Abyss.
Out of the Abyss, sorry.
It's okay, because you're trying to get out. Anyway, yeah. So they're playing through that module right now.
And by the end of it, when you save the fortress and you release the prisoners that's in the fortress, 4 kobolds come out and they're level 8 or something like that. What's the end level for that? campaign.
I think about level 8-ish.
Yes, they come out and they're like level 8 warriors now.
Oh my gosh, yes. They just show up and like, we survived. We're here to protect the colony. And so you can leave them in good hands.
No, they'll come rushing out thinking that you're also part of the captors. Because
Oh
they
no.
finally got out of the abyss to save their brethren. And it was
Yeah.
like a second too late.
Oh man.
Okay. Should we do Dark Elves? To
Dark
be
elves are the aggressors in that one. They're
or
the ones
Dark Elves or
capturing people.
Drogar, either or.
So, just going off of the Out of the Abyss campaign, like the Dark Elves are the ones who are capturing people and selling them into slavery. The Dwergar are just kind of dudes. They're just kind of hanging out down there trying to make a living.
Well, they're dwarves. So
Yeah, the dwarves, but they're dark dwarves.
yeah. And that's if they're like land dwarves or above ground dwarves, they just want to
Are
do
they
their
really
own
above
stuff.
ground dwarves? They're just like upper underground
Non
dwarves and underdark
non
dwarves.
underdark dwarves, if they're like them where it's just
They're also usually blue
like
in
hint blue.
color.
Oh.
They hit to blue.
Okay, so we'll do dark elves.
Okay.
And so you could really do a variety of like the soldiers, the fighters, and all that stuff, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how do you want to design an entire fortress or just say, hey, game master,
Insert random
you have to
fortress
insert
here.
fort.
Insert fort.
Insert fort.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe they accidentally like broke through the wall of the fort.
No, I was thinking they took it from within because it was like I assume that the fortress
Well,
is
keep this
like
in mind. It's all underground,
true,
and the
but
kobolds are mining for the Cobolium.
you would think that the mine shaft will be within the fortress.
Well, yeah, they build their fortress around their mine shaft.
Yeah, so when they broke into the Underdark, it was through the mine shaft. So then when the Drow came in, there was no walls because they're within the fortress.
But what if the mine shaft within the fortress is going down, 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 and breaks into the Drow's fortress?
I thought
Their
we were
two
talking about.
fortresses meet.
The party have to break into the Kobolds fortress to
Well,
free kobolds that are in that fortress.
they do, and then they have to get down to the bottom and somehow close up that hole.
Yeah, good luck, Game Master.
Yeah, have
We'll
fun with that one.
present the problem. It's the party's job to fix it.
They just have to figure out how to stop the drow from getting in as well as kidnapping people because that's rude.
Yeah. Or
What
to
about the ones
mitigate,
getting already
like,
kidnapped?
minimize the already kidnapped.
Yeah.
However, that's going to work. I don't know.
Well, maybe like it's still kind of recent and the kidnapped kobolds are still being held just on the other side of the hole. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fortress. It could just be, a place where they broke through and found a cavern and then the dark elves were like, "Oh, hey, new meat."
Yeah, that's how, like, oh, okay, so it's like, or do you want to say that they haven't taken over the city just yet, but it's just like they're being sieged from within the mine shaft? Like, basically, when you go in, then the kobolds have the mine shaft barricaded. And it's
Oh,
like, we
okay,
can't
okay.
mine anymore because it's filled with these dark elves.
Right.
And
I like that.
so you need to help clear them out.
Yeah.
That might be a simpler approach.
Okay, okay.
Then it just turns into a simple just go in, clear it out, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then whatever the party decides to close up the hole.
Yes.
If they have a keg of gunpowder, that'll do it.
That would definitely close up the hole.
Creation bards, go.
Yeah.
I,
So, the name of the leader of the kobolds is Mogra. Yep.
Mogra?
Mogra. Mogra.
Okay. Can we have one of the kobolds be named Carrie?
Yes.
And
Yes, we
that's.
can.
I will explain why I asked for that. Because no one is going to hear the episode where our audio screwed up and we
Oh,
had to
yeah.
trash, in which there was a kobold named named Carrie.
Yeah, sorry guys, you missed a couple episodes where our recording just
We
it messed
learned.
it up so bad.
It was a teaching moment about how we should record these things. But yes, oh man, that was a good one. Do you remember
Okay.
the
Vaguely.
general? It was the one where the kobold like swallowed like a ancient artifact that was gonna blow up the entire city.
Oh, right. Yeah, and they were just trying to run away, and the party
Yeah,
was just
because he
trying to
was a
catch them.
thief, and yeah. Oh, you guys missed out.
Maybe if we can ever fix that episode, we'll air it or try to at least write it down. But we lost a good chunk, like, of my speech at the end, but it's just off. It's so hard to listen to.
It's weird to explain, but yeah, it's unlistenable for like viewing kind of thing. But maybe if we transcribe it, or at least use it to refresh our memory to transcribe it,
Right. We can try.
maybe if we're not lazy. The problem is we're
I'm
lazy.
so lazy.
Yes. Uh, I mean, okay, so clear out the mine shaft.
Maybe
They
Carrie's the ambassador. Yeah? The ambassador who like speaks to humans and actually knows common.
maybe he's just like
Or
captain, the contractor or the manager for the mine shaft, the mining
yeah.
division, and
Okay.
Carrie gives you basically a map of the mines,
Yeah.
and that's how you interact with him. Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, it just seems like clear it out. They say, okay, we'll start production soon. You go back to the
Whatever town the Smith
blacksmith.
is in.
I try to think.
Cyrus.
I was trying to think of the name of the
Cyrus?
Cyrus. You go back to Cyrus, say, we're all good, save the butts, get paid, done.
Yeah, it's like they're okay. Everything's fine. They got to rebuild a little bit, but they will be delivering cobalium again soon.
That seems pretty much wrapped up. Do you
Yeah.
want like a boss fight
Wouldn't the
from the
boss?
Dark Elves?
Yeah. There probably should be a boss fight. Maybe their leader, or maybe they have a enslaved beast that they release on the party of some sort.
Yeah, depending on the level. There
Right.
could be like driders,
Oh, yeah, those things are terrifying.
half person, half spiders.
Yeah.
If it's
Snow.
lower level, then Displacer Beast.
Yeah.
Those
Up
are for
to
like level 3.
okay, so if you start, beating up the elves or sorry, the drow too much, they'll release something. Depending on the level of the party, is up to like GM's discretion what gets released upon them.
Yes, if you want to
So this is
adjust
a
to party level.
insert your favorite monster here moment. Maybe not
You
your favorite.
mean
It might be too bad.
Tarask?
It's not my favorite. I like mimics.
Of course you do.
I had so much fun with those.
Are you talking about land krakens?
Land krakens?
It's like a land shark, but a land kraken.
I mean, kinda. Yeah, it's got the pseudopods and stuff. It's also really sticky.
No, like if there's like land sharks, an actual monster where it swims like burrows into the ground and like moves as if it's like
Uh,
a shark where it pops out of the ground to attack.
yeah, that just defies
Just
physics.
imagine that, but a kraken where it burrows underground and then the tentacles that come out of the ground.
Yeah, that just sounds terrifying.
That's why it makes it scarier because it's only supposed to be for water. But no, they learned to go on the ground.
Now that gets into some Cthulhian stuff right there. Ooh,
Are we
what
gonna
if the
have
dark?
another short episode?
Well, no, I got something else.
Okay,
What if the dark elves accidentally, in some of their dealings, have opened up a portal to another realm, and a Cthulhu monster comes out of it?
too complicated.
Okay, fine. Short episode then.
I mean,
What, you don't want there to be a random cult to deal with too?
the, it sounds like opening a whole can of worms.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
No, they summon their god, what is it?
What is the god
Lilith?
of the drow?
Lilith, the god,
Is it
the
Lilith?
Spider Queen god.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
Apparently,
D&D deities in
according to
D&D.
this, yeah, I don't know very many. Apparently, the Kobold have a deity. Trying to find it again. Religion. Kurtulmak.
Hmm.
Oh, and their other god is Gaknulak. So Kurtulmak is the god of war and mining, who
Oh,
hates all living things besides their kin. Nice.
they will be
And
worshiping that one.
Gaknulak is the god of protection, stealth, trickery, and traps.
Maybe that's why their traps weren't good because they were worshiping the god of mining.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why it's only a small rock that falls down.
they actually do have quite the culture listed here in this wiki forum thing, talking about their crafting, their language,
Oh no, they put a
religion, and
lot of thought
society.
in like the different cultures and all that stuff.
Yeah, so they're not just random little dragon-looking dudes to throw at your party. They have, families and personalities
Well,
and
it's the same thing with goblins, and then they eventually made it to playable races for players.
yeah,
Yeah, it could be the same thing for kobolds.
yeah. They're moving up in the world.
Or enough people homebrew it that they finally decide to make that official race because
Yeah.
everyone else is already doing it.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be a kobold? They're cute. Little dragon dudes. Here's three of them in a trench coat.
I mean,
That's just adorable.
they already made Dragonborns. That's only half a step to
This
basically
is
adding kobolds.
this is the halfling of dragonborns.
No, yeah. I mean, a
Oh
goblin is
my,
a halfling of a orc.
just about, yeah.
I was gonna say ogre, but I'm like, no.
Nah, not quite. I just found a picture of a kobold sorcerer wearing fake wings. So he has made wings out of what looks like animal hides and sticks.
Yeah, and I think that's a actual monster, like with the stat block and all that stuff that can cast magic.
Nice. I just think it's funny that he's got fake wings. He's like, yeah, I am a dragon. See, I got wings.
I think I did a small thing in a quest I like in a campaign I DM'd where the main player was Dragonborn who understood everything that they were saying, and he was basically having the kobolds worship him as a god because he has wings and could cast magic
Nice.
just to like have power and just to coordinate attacking random travelers and all that stuff.
Effective.
Yeah, it was just a small cave for him to investigate and kill a bunch of things.
That's fun.
Always a
Yes, but once again, the
change of
kobolds were there
pace.
to kill.
Yeah,
Not always. All right, so it sounds like we have our quest. Yes? No?
I
Maybe?
mean,
Kind of?
yes,
Kind of, sort of?
and we already said like this. Maybe this they call it cobolium, but it's pretty much just higher quality like metal. That's just
It could be a specific, like, combination of metals that only the kobold know how to make.
no, like he's asking for ore.
Oh, yeah. It's ore,
So
isn't
maybe
it?
it's just a naturally just higher quality kind of ore. So then,
Yeah.
like the blacksmith, like it's like somewhat like getting closer to what like you know how steel is made from iron and something else that I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
It's a higher quality metal, but it's made from two other things. Maybe like this cobolium is just naturally like getting closer to steel than iron, and that's
Probably.
why it's like that blacksmith is probably like really famous or like well known for his high quality metals, but
Yeah.
it's because he's just getting this higher quality stuff.
Right. Yeah, and it
And
can
they
only
just
be
call
found
he
in
just
this
calls
mine.
it or the Cabals call it Cabolium kind of thing.
Right, because they found it. They have the right to name it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's medieval times. You can name something whatever you want, especially after your race.
Backstory.
Yeah.
Backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get in
Yeah.
that good old backstory. So, how
Fixate on
did
the
the
backstory.
Smith find the kobolds? How did he make this deal?
Family secret?
Okay.
Done. Next question.
So his family's been dealing with them for generations.
Yeah, let's say so.
Okay, okay. And that the symbol on his
Is a
necklace,
family sigil.
yeah, is the family sigil, and that's how he lets them know, hey, these guys are with me. He
I
probably
think.
has it tattooed somewhere or something.
I think. Oh, he's got brand.
Oh yeah. No, that might be
Family tradition.
like his blacksmith brand. Like he puts it into or like a punch of some sort. He like punches it into all of his work.
No, I
So
was
there's
thinking
marks somewhere.
you were saying tattooed. I'm thinking no, took a hot
Oh, he's
iron.
branded. Oh
He
snap.
branded his arm like on the upper arm where you normally get like that tattoo.
Right.
I was just thinking like
Okay.
super tough and all that stuff.
I mean, that is actually a thing people do even to
It
this day.
it's very not good for you because
Oh, it's very much not good for you.
it burns the skin. It's
Yeah.
causes infections. Never
It,
do
it
that.
yeah. Yeah, do not recommend.
But yeah,
Anyway.
I think that's it.
Yeah. No. Sounds like a pretty cut and dry episode. Or quest.
Yeah. Or
Go
this
get
could
stuff.
be
Oh
this
no.
could I think like in our early episodes it's just like this could lead if the dungeon master wants to like build upon this could lead to just having a campaign go down into the underdark.
That could. Yeah, that could be an opening for Underdark exploration.
Really see how your players react to that and all that stuff.
Hmm. It could just be like a peek into it, and then they can probably go back and be like, "Hey, can we open up that hole and go in?
But we just closed it. Why?
Yeah, we'll close it behind us."
We'll okay. We'll come back with like barrels of like gunpowder, and you just blow it up behind us.
Or they come back and the kobold have built around it and fashioned it into a giant door with big like stone doors on it, and it's held shut with magic now.
One, how did they build that so fast?
It's what they do.
They're not dwarves.
No, but they're miners.
What? They can't drink? But
They are pretty short.
well,
Anyway,
whatever the case, I think this could lead to just a possibility of like if the party decides to turn the campaign into like going into the Underdark and venturing in there.
or if you as a GM want to have them be captured and taken down into the Underdark and start something down there, go for it.
Oh, that's if they lose the fight.
Yes.
This is like that's the contingency plans. I think as a game master, you should have some contingency plans of like, okay, this is gonna be a serious fight or anything like that. If they win, good. This is what I was playing. But if they lose, what would happen, or can I do something to get it to where they would survive it, like be captured or anything like that? And where can I move the plot forward so it looks like I planned it?
Yes. Always make it look like you planned for this to happen.
Then you look like a smarter game master,
Yes. Never let them see you sweat.
except for you're dying in the inside
Yes, that too.
as they kill
Always
your
let them
favorite
see you
character
smile.
or they
But
interrupt you monologuing.
yeah, true. And if you really want to mess with them, just smile randomly, and that will mess with their heads. It's so much fun.
Oh no, one of the things you should do is just say, hey, can you roll a d20 for me?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then just
Oh, it's so much fun.
write down something. It could be like nothing. Just write down something. And then
Yeah.
it's just like, don't ever bring it up again.
It's like, huh. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's how you mess with players' minds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I think this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. If the party decides to go into the Underdark, let us know. If you have your own job posting idea, also let us know on Twitter at QuestBoardPod. With that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.